Hello everyone and welcome to the day 8 of our Hello Python series. So in today's class, we are going to learn about indexing in Python. Now indexing as a concept is very important. The reason being it is not just limited to strings. Okay, it basically gets carried on to a lot of other data types as well. And further is used in libraries such as pandas, numpy, and the basic intuition and the idea remains same. I am Mayank Agarwal and today I will make sure that you master indexing in Python so that you never face any issue in that going forward. Okay, so let's get started. Okay everyone, so now let us start with the understanding of the indexing. So indexing basically in Python, what it allows us is that from a sequence, okay, like a string, we are able to basically access a particular element. So in Python, sequence like string are stored in continuous memory location, like one after the another, right? So if let's say you are storing Python as a word in a string, then P, then after that it comes Y, after that comes T. So we can access these individual elements or character of a string. Okay, so that is what indexing helps us to do. And as I told in the intro as well, that it is applicable for all the, I would say, sequences and other data types going forward. Now, intuitively, you can think of indexing, I would say, the way, like let's say whenever we have a piece, right? Whenever let's say we particularly have a mailbox, right? So let's say we have a mailbox or flats, right? Flats in a society. Like they are numbered, right? They are numbered and in a sequence, and we can basically access or tell that, okay, which particular mailbox or flat we are referring to, right? So in a way that, let's say the flat number like this or mailbox number like this. Okay, so that is where in real life or intuitively you can understand the same. Now in industry, of course, it is used a lot as well, and we are going to see that moving forward. Now first, let us see that, okay, exactly how indexing is used in Python. So each character in the memory location is assigned a index, right? So each character in a memory location. So let's say if you are defining your particular string, right? Like for example, s is equals to Python. Each and every character in this string, so P, Y, T, all these will be assigned a index, right? And that indexing starts from 0, right? Yes, so we programmers, we of course always start counting from 0. So it will be like this 0, 1, 2, okay? And ends at length minus 1 because it is starting at 0, so it's gonna end at length minus 1. Okay, and you can see the same, I would say, more properly here. So let me just move myself here. Yeah. So P, Y, T, H, O, N. If we are storing Python like this, then 0 is the start and 5 is the end. The length of this word is actually, if you will see the length of S, okay, is actually 6. So this is a length function which is normally used to find out the length of a particular sequence. Now in a similar way, you see that length of this string is 6, but the last index is 5. And the starting index is 0. Okay, so let us see the same, I would say, in practical as well quickly. Back here, yeah. So the same is written here. Sequence like string are stored in continuous memory location. We can access individual elements, character of a string using indexing. So let me define a string Python. Okay, and let me do one thing. Print s of 0, right? And let me just copy it. And let us see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you see here you are able to access each and every individual element using this particular indexing. Okay. Now, if we try to access the sixth element, okay, which is equal to length, we are facing an error. The string index is out of range, like it is not finding anything there. So that's why it is giving us an error. This error basically which we are getting, okay, important to understand it, just like you saying that, hey, in a, I would say, particular building, okay, you are saying that, okay, get me to 14th floor when there are just 13th floor, or let's say in a mailbox system, you're saying that enter this in 1001 postbox, but you don't have that, right? So it's a kind of an error which you are getting. In a similar way, this Python 6, because our Python is stored like this, Python is stored like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're trying to access this sixth element, of course, this memory is not yours, right? String is basically storing that till the fifth memory. So this memory, because it is not yours, it is showing you the string index out of range error. Okay, so that is very much important to understand. Now let us understand one more, let us see one more diagram where it is properly made. So this is the way, like normally a string is stored. Now of course this will be equivalent for other string as well. So let's say if S1 I am defining, which is, let's say, Mayank space Agarwal. Then this space is also gonna basically, because it's a character, I know that you know that from the Unicode and Skyway I told you how things are stored, right? So this is also a character, and what I can actually do is S1 of 5, okay, it's gonna be K, so I can do this 6 and I'm getting this extra space. So always remember, like, these things are also in character in Python, okay? So that thing is very important to understand. Now the next very important thing, of course, many of you might be thinking that how can we access the last element? Like, how can we access the last element? So Python, of course, being the amazing language it is, okay, it also helps you to do negative indexing. So one way is, of course, to make sure that you can do like this: S1 length of S1 minus 1. It's going to give you L, right? But doing this might not be always, I would say, better. And this length of S1 is just give you the length of the string. Okay, so it's 15 in this case, and the above case length, like in the Python case, length of S is going to be 6. Okay. So Python actually give us the negative indexing as well. Okay, so this is how actually it is done. Let me explain you a little better. So when we have this Python, right? When we have this Python, so our negative indexing works like this. So this is given the -1, the last character, then -2, -3, -4, static, yeah, -3, -4, -5 and -6. Okay, so this is exactly how I would say negative indexing is done, and we can see the same in this diagram very nicely. So how negative indexing is done. Okay, so overall I would say the indexing in Python, okay, it actually runs from positive indexing. Okay, so your positive indexing is, as we have seen, from 0 to length of string -1. And we also have negative indexing in a similar way. Sorry for that, caused by static. We similarly have negative indexing, right? Which, if I write like this, minus length of S, okay, till it goes from -1. Okay, so this basically gets, I would say, in a similar way, this gets matched. So let us see the same in action. Now, of course, it is a lot helpful if you can just directly access the last element, and many use cases are there. Let's say you want to access the last digit of any person's mobile number, and in the industry also, especially in the, I would say, cryptography and stuff, it is very much required, right? So let's say if we have a S is Python, then what I can actually do is like this we had. So see, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 and -6. So this goes till -6, minus length. So that I've already written, and see, you are getting Python in reverse. Okay, so this thing again is very important to understand. Now again, if you are gonna do print S of -7, same thing you're doing. Like basically it's just saying that, yeah, you want a -7, but that is not available, right? So that is where the error is still the same, that you're trying to access something which is out of index. So again, you have this particular notebook with you, so please make sure that you download that. Okay, it explains everything in proper, I would say, with examples and everything. And those are the industry use cases. So manipulation of the string, data processing, okay, and data analysis, indexing used to access specific element of a data set, and web development as well, to show the content dynamically. Like many times it happens that your full number is basically star, and we just show the last number, right? So that is where also indexing is getting used. So these concepts are required, that I would say understanding is required, because you will see lots of code there. Now let's say if you tomorrow see a negative being used inside a square, now because you know indexing, you will be able to make a lot better sense of it. Okay, and as I told, this thing will be a lot helpful in, I would say, future other types of data type as well. And if you spend time to understand this properly, you're going to see the benefit of that once we do other data types and other data structures in Python. Okay, so yeah, now I hope everyone, this overall indexing is clear. Please make sure that you like this video. Okay, comment on this what you like, and make sure that you download all the content which I'm providing. Okay, the link will be of course in the caption. Also, please make sure that you share this video with your friends, whoever is starting coding, and also press that bell icon so you don't miss any of the videos on this Hello Python series, as well as other awesome series which you're going to come up with. Okay, cool then everyone, let's meet in the next video. Thanks a lot everyone, and yeah, keep on learning. Thank you.